And out of all my life, what I'm going to do in the 5 minutes is share my life about that particular part, burnout. The first time I actually felt career burnout was when I was a banker. Because when I was a banker, I was an agriculture banker, and my job was to receive applications from people who wanted to borrow money to practice agriculture, process them, visit them, write the project, submit it to the board. They would be funded, and the cycle would start. Of course, after 5 years of doing that, it becomes so routine. 5 years after 5 years after writing that, it becomes so routine that at one time I felt I could actually write a project while blindfolded. So that is when I started thinking, is this it? And I started looking at other things. And that is when I started looking at politics. So it's no surprise that 6 years later, I jumped out of banking, never to look back, and went into politics. But even after getting into politics, because I was in the same ministry from beginning to end, from 1986 to 1995 beginning, I was in the same ministry. Once again, after like 5 years, 6 years, most people who I had set for further training and education and whatever had been sorted, nearly everything was flying in auto drive. I found that the Prime Minister's office was very well occupied. The President's office was very well occupied. So I'm like, for how long am I going to be Minister of Agriculture and Animal Industry and Fisheries? I started looking at alternatives. So I went to school. I left my job as a minister for 3 months, went to France and learned French because I was preparing to get out of this burnout and go into something else. How do you know you are burning out? I'll give you the specific example when I was Minister for Agriculture. As such, I was a politician. I got tired listening to people. I was not interested who was getting what and who was being treated unfairly. I even had a physical breakdown in that I was suffering from what they call chronic fatigue. So I went to and they actually gave me a 2 weeks break if I was to be useful to Uganda. So after that, I'm like, I think this is what they call burnout. I concentrated on improving myself and planning to get out. So 9 years into that job, the burnout had started, but fortunately, my exit was ready, so I left. When I left Uganda, I went to when I joined the United Nations, my job was in Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe was beautiful. When we went there, 1996, oh my God, everybody wanted to be in Zimbabwe. But from 2000, things started going down. And once again, I had been doing that job, the same job for the last 5 years. And I'm like, is this it? 9 years later, I had had enough. So I was very happy when I was transferred to Ethiopia to face new challenges. So what I'm trying to say is, while it is recognized that it is people who are in people services like the teachers, the medical people, the counselors who burn out. You can burn out even if, let's say, you are a business person, you are a politician, and really politicians burn out. Because I remember when I was leaving, I talked to the Prime Minister then and told him, well, I thought I loved my job. I think I have done my best. I don't think I have anything more useful to add. Now, the moment that feeling kicks in, if you really don't want to spoil whatever name you have made, I advise you to leave. But be sure that one, it is burnout, but two, whenever you get into a situation, look for the exit. Even if it is a room, look for the exits. Where are the exits? If it is a job, look for the exits. Can I grow? Can't I grow? Is there an alternative? And plan your future so that you are, one, or two, you don't die